Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and we are ready to continue. I'm trying to get rid of my reflection in the camera. We are ready to continue our journey through the 12 patriarchs. And again, these are the 12 sons of Jacob that he had amongst 4 women. And so we are on to the Testament of Joseph, and this is the 10th Testament. Did I skip one? Hold on one second. I may have overlooked. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I thought we were on 10. I was looking at 11. Okay, so we are on the 10th, and this is the Testament of Asher concerning 2 faces of vice and virtue. Okay? So as always, thank you so much, subscribers, new listeners, returning listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in. Karmics, you too, I hope you're learning something. Okay. So we're going to continue again. These are the 12 sons of Jacob. And so we're on to Asher. Okay. So the record of the Testament of Asher, what things he spoke to his sons in the 120th year of his life. While he was still in health, he said to them, Hearken, you children of Asher, to your father, and I will declare to you all that is right in the sight of God. 2 ways has God given to the sons of men, and 2 minds, and 2 doings, and 2 places, and 2 ends. Therefore all things are by twos, one according to the other. Corresponding to the other. There are 2 ways of good and evil, with which are 2 minds in our breasts distinguishing them. Therefore, if the soul take pleasure in good, all its actions are in righteousness. And though it sin, it straightway repents. One of the things that I was reminded of recently that spoke about my child heart, my heart as a child. In the rare cases when I did get disciplined again, the sperm donor, I was a very obedient child, and because of that, he had to find reasons to discipline me. So this is what that dumbass would do, okay? So he would physically discipline me. I would get whoopings for bad grades. He wouldn't help me with my homework, but he would beat my ass if I got grades that were unsatisfactory to him, because he couldn't find anything else. True story. Okay? And so every time that I would get disciplined, I would give him a hug afterwards and let him know that I was sorry. Therefore, if the soul take pleasure in good, all its actions are in righteousness. And through it sin, it straightway repents. For having his mind set upon righteousness, and casting away maliciousness, he straightway overthrows the evil and uproots the sin. But if his mind turn aside in evil, all his doings are in maliciousness, and he drives away the good, and takes unto him the evil, and is ruled by Beliar. And even though he work that what is good, he perverts it in evil. Again, we are to train up our children in the way that they should go, not the way we think they should go. Not the way we think they should go, parents. Again, you have temporary custody of a mature spiritual being. You have to care for them physically and spiritually for a time. They are not your property. For whenever he begins as though to do good, he brings the end of his doing to work evil, seeing that the treasure of the devil is filled with the poison of an evil spirit. There is then, he says, a soul which speaks the good for the sake of the evil, and the end of the doing leads to mischief. There is a man who shows no compassion upon him who serves his turn in evil, and his turn, his lifetime here. And this thing has two aspects, but the whole is evil. And there is a man that loves him that works evil. He likewise dwells in evil. So, compadres, your minions, the devil's minions, Luciferian minions, Jezebelian minions, right? Again, I'm reminded of New Jack City, the hugely successful and kind of polarizing movie starring Wesley Snipes that was released in the early 90s. Okay, it talked about crack cocaine and what it was doing to the communities and all that sort of thing in the U.S. And he says in court when he's testifying, so someone may be testifying soon in court. Again, anything that I say on any video might resonate with you and be true for you. Names, numbers, places, movies, it doesn't matter what, songs, it doesn't matter what it is. He says, if I go down, I'm taking the whole motherfucking whatever with me, right? That's what he says. I'm taking everybody with me, and that is the evil spirit. Okay? That is the evil spirit. Yeshua did not say, if you put me on a cross, I'm taking all y'all dumbasses with me. He didn't say that. Okay? He did not say that. I'm taking all y'all motherfuckers with me. Y'all taking me, now I'm taking all y'all. Because that's not the spirit of the Father. That's not the spirit of a father. Okay? And there is a man that loves him that works evil. He likewise dwells in evil, because he chooses even to die in an evil cause for his sake. So people are willing to do things, drive airplanes into buildings. Why? For evil's sake, they're willing to die. And concerning this, it is clear that it has two aspects. And yes, I'm saying that that was evil. But the whole is an evil work. And though there is love, it is but wickedness concealing the evil. Even as it bears a name that seems good, but the end of the doing tends up unto evil. Another steals, works unjustly, plunders, defrauds, and withals, pities the poor. This too has a twofold aspect. The whole is evil. Defrauding their neighbor, he provokes God and swears falsely against the Most High, and yet pities the poor. The Lord who commands the law, he sets at naught and provokes and refreshes the poor. Thank you, highest divine white light, for refreshing all of those who have been held down with witchcraft, so poverty spells, who have had their money or their cash flow slowed up. Thank you, highest divine white light, for bringing justice to those places, okay, and those people. And this too has a twofold aspect. Another commits adultery and fornication and abstains from meats, yet in his fasting he works evil. So this is reminding me kind of Elijah Muhammad, again, reflecting back on Malcolm X's journey. Okay? So we know that Muslims, they don't eat pork. Okay? But yet he was an adulterer and fornicator. Elijah Muhammad was. Okay? Yet in his fasting, and anyone who listens to this who is of the Nation of Islam or Muslim, you get mad at me, I dare you to step to me, because I will whoop your ass, spiritually or physically. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're gonna lose. Okay? You're gonna lose. Yet in his fasting he works evil, and by his power and his wrath perverts many, and out of his excessive wickedness works the commandments, which means manipulates the commandments. This too has a twofold aspect, but the whole is evil. highest divine white light, I bind any and I curse any and all and return to sender any and all evil energies, evil eyes, spell work, witchcraft being sent to me from Central Florida, from the Rock of Central Florida, from Stephen Lee Parker, Kimberly Parker, Jenny Kerner, Jimmy Kerner, Roxanne Roman, Justina Miranda, Samuel Miranda, Kaylee Schoaf, Samuel Schoaf, Archie Phillips III, Archie Phillips II, Tamara Phillips. I return to sender. Every last Lisbeth Darnell, Timothy Darnell, Tim Kearney, Alex Darnell, Sarah Darnell, I return to the sender. Kaylee Hoffman, Matt Hoffman, I return to the sender immediately. Immediately. With the sword and vengeance. Any and everything evil that they are sending towards me. Any and everything. Return it to the sender. Return it to that place, that land, the land of the giants that we have already slain. With the power of the descended Yeshua seed that I am, I cast out all of those demons. I cast out all of those demons. I cast out all of those demons. With the power of Horus. Another commits adultery and fornication and abstains from meats. Yet in his fasting he works evil. Omar Roman, I return to you all evil eyes sent to me. Zuleika, I return to you all evil eyes sent to me. Daniel Roman, Katie Roman, I return to you all evil eyes sent to me. May your seed not flourish if you are guilty. May your seed not flourish if you are guilty. May your seed not flourish if you are guilty. And out of his excessive wickedness works the commandments. This too has a twofold aspect, but the whole is evil. Such men are as swine and heresies. For they are half clean, but in very deed are unclean. For God in the heavenly tablets has thus declared, do ye therefore, my children, Leah, return to sender. Leah, return to sender. Leah, return to sender. Wear two faces like them of goodness and of wickedness, but cleave unto goodness only, for in goodness does God rest. And men desire it, from wickedness flee away, destroying the evil by your good works. For they that are double-faced serve not God, but their own lusts, for they may please Beliar and men like themselves. For good men, even they that are single of face, though they be thought by them that are double-faced to error. Okay, so there are those who think that we are the ones working the witchcraft. Okay, I do not work witchcraft. Okay, karma takes care of that. Okay, I show up, and you high vibrational beings, you show up in people's lives for a reason. I have discovered that I show up in people's reasons for one of three reasons: karma, exposure, or healing. If they deny the healing, karma comes and exposure comes. Exposure comes to expose the evil and the good. Confirmation with the revving of that motorcycle. For many, in killing the wicked do to works, and evil by a good, but the whole is good, because he has uprooted and destroyed that which is evil. Again, we just had the second monsoon rain here that uprooted several trees. I posted a video a couple of days ago showing what has been uprooted. One man hates him that shows mercy and does wrong to the adulterer and the thief. This too is double-faced, but the whole work is good, because he follows the Lord's example, in that he receives not that which seems good, with that which is really bad. Another desires not to see good days with them that riot, lest he defile his mouth and pollute his soul. This too is double-faced. But the whole is good, for such men are like to stags and to hinds, because in the wild condition they seem to be unclean, but they are altogether, they seem to be unclean, but they are altogether clean, because they walk in a zeal for God, and abstain from what God hates and forbids by his commandments, and they are ward off the evil from the good. Or they ward off the evil from the good. You see therefore, my children, how that there are two in all things, one against the other, and the one is hidden by the other. Death succeeds to life, dishonor to glory, night to day, and darkness to light. All things are under the day, and just things under life. Wherefore also everlasting life awaits death. Okay. Also, I want to make a correction. The address for the Rock of Central Florida is not 661, it's 6641. West State Road 46 in Sanford, Florida, 2 miles west of Interstate 4. And where am I at here? Nor may it be said that truth is a lie, nor right wrong. Confirmation, Bert. For all is under the light, even as all things are under God. All things I proved in my life, and I wandered not from the truth of the Lord. And I searched out the commandments of the Most High. May we search out the commandments of the Most High. Walking with singleness of face, according to all my strength, unto that which is good. Take heed therefore, ye also, my children, to the commandments of the Lord, following the truth with singleness of face. For they that are double-faced receive twofold punishment. May it be so. Hate the spirits of error, which strive against men. Keep the law of the Lord, and give not heed unto evil as unto good, but look unto the thing that is good indeed, and keep it in all commandments of the Lord, having your conversation unto him, and resting in him, for the ends at which men aim to show their righteousness, and know the angels of the Lord from the angels of Satan. For if the soul depart trouble, it is tormented by the evil spirit, which also is served in lust and evil works. But if quietly and with joy it has known the angel of peace, it shall comfort him in life. Become not, my children, as Sodom, fornication, adulteries, homosexual relationships, lesbian relationships, which knew not the angels of the Lord, and perished forever. For I know that you will sin, and you will be delivered into the hands of your enemies, and your land shall be made desolate, and you shall be scattered unto the four corners of the earth, and you shall be set at naught in the dispersion as useless water. Okay, so not palatable or potable. Is that right? Palatable or palatable, however that goes, whichever those two are. Okay, they are neither. Okay, one is good for use, and then one is good for drinking. They are neither. Excuse me. Until the Most High shall visit the earth, and he shall come as a man, when man eating and drinking, and in peace breaking the head of the dragon, That reminds me of Saint Martha. We're going to go over her in our collective reading this morning, or today. Through water, he shall save Israel and all nations. God speaking in the person of man. Therefore, tell ye these things to your children, that they disobey him not. For I have read in the heavenly tablets, Akashic records, that in the I am so spiritually on fire right now, like glowing, and I don't mean like in a bragging way. I mean the aura, the feeling, the energy, yeah. He shall save Israel and all the nations. God speaking in the person of man. Therefore, tell ye these things to your children, that they disobey him not. For I have read in the heavenly tablets that in very deed you will disobey him and act ungodly against him, not giving heed to the law of God, but to the commandments of men. Therefore shall you be scattered as Gad and as Dan, my brethren. Again, these were the evil brothers that came against David. The most evil brothers that came against, I said David. Okay, so there's something about coming against David. David was known as a man after God's own heart, even though he was a polygamist. And Dan, brothers, so they came against Joseph, not David, okay? My brethren, who shall know not their own lands, tribe, and tongue, but the Lord will gather you together in faith through the hope of his tender mercy, for the sake of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Again, they're all polygamists, all fornicators. And when he had said these things unto them, he charged them, saying, bury me in Hebron, along with it. That's where all of them are being laid to rest physically. And their bodies, and he fell into a peaceful sleep and died. And after this, his sons did as he charged them, and they carried him up and buried him with his fathers. Okay? And so next we're going to get into the testament of Joseph concerning sobriety. And this one is going to be rather long. I will show you, just kind of scroll through and show you how long this one's going to be. I believe it's like 20 paragraphs perhaps. Yeah, exactly 20. Okay, so yeah, and then we will have one more, which is Benjamin. So we have 2 more testaments to go. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. I appreciate you, your energy, what you bring to the table, whether that be karmic energy, confirmation. So karmic energy, I hope you're learning something, and I hope you're being healed again. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender with vengeance and a sword times 5,000. To every karmic energy that speaks against the truth that is being released on this platform or any other platform. Okay? Any other platform. If you are a tarot reader and you are functioning in your highest, truest self. If you are a psychic and you are functioning in your highest, truest self. You are clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. You are a prophet. You are a prophetess. Whoever you are functioning in your highest divine white light self. May it be so that the truth that you speak be released upon the earth, declared throughout all the nations, and it be known, and the transgressors know it, and cannot deny it. May it be so. May it be so. May it be so. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance. And as always, be encouraged.